Hi, welcome, welcome. Surprise, surprise. This is not my usual time to go live, but guess what? I am live today. It was a quick decision here. Let me switch this while I say hi. I am Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lubbock, Texas, and I have been a demonstrator since 2005. So I've been having a lot of fun. I hope you will let me know when you tune in. I would love to hear who you are and where you're from. And if you'll give StreamYard permission to show your face, if you haven't already given that permission, that would be awesome. You can go, you'll show up as a Facebook user for me on a comment unless you go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give them permission to post your comments. So if you'll just do that, I would appreciate it. And we'll get back. Let me get off of this screen and onto here. Now, there we go. Okay, I'm back. We are going to do a quick version of a card using the designer series paper called Les Shops. It's LES space SHOPPES. So it's kind of like going shopping. It kind of feels a little like paper dolls or Fantasyland when you're a kid, where you're playing in different places and you take your dolls or you do paper dolls and you cut out different places for them. So it's a lot of fun. But I have a class tonight at 6 o'clock, a card making experience, and it is full. So I have no extra samples to show. So we're going to be just putting this one together as we go so that I don't use up somebody's kit because it's already spoken for. So I'm trying to get these in really quickly before my ladies come at 6 o'clock tonight. So glad you tuned in, whether you're watching live or on the replay. I appreciate you sharing and commenting and giving me likes and thumbs up. It's really very encouraging when you do that. So I would appreciate that very much. And we will get this switched over and I'll show you what we're going to do. And we already have all the card making stuff here. So there you go. That's kind of what it's going to be like. Whoop, there we go. So I just have it laying here. And so we can do this really quickly. And this is a typical bookbinding fold, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2 and scored at 4 1/4. So we're just going to go ahead and put our DSP on the front. And this is the Les Shops paper. Like I said, it has all of these cute little pages that have these cute little shops, only some pages have them a lot larger, so we can play with a lot of different cards that way. And here's one side that we're not using today, or on this card, but we're going to be using on other cards. So we're just going to get this designer series paper on, and this is a 4x4 piece. And you could use liquid glue or Stampin' Seal, whichever one you want. Just center it in that little area there. You've got a 4 1/4 card, so this is going to fit nicely right there. And it's bookbinding because you fold at that 4 1/4. You fold that back and go ahead and give it a good burnish with your bone folder. And then you always think about what layering, what is the bottom layer, middle layer, top layer. And we're going to be putting a little bit of this ribbon in here. I'm just going to make sure it stays properly up here with some seal. Hopefully I've got that long enough. And we're just going to put that in the middle. And this is from the combo ribbon pack that comes with the Zoo Crew suite. I don't have any of those numbers or any of that right here, but I will come back and add that to the supply list. And this is the petal pink. It comes with a petal pink and a lemon lime twist. That's a little thinner ribbon, but it's really cute. And I have not used the petal pink. And who would think of using petal pink on Calypso Coral background? But that's what I did. And it looks cute. I've already got something on here, green something. Okay, and then one of the pages has cute little sweet treats and all that, and it has kind of a cobblestone pattern on the other side. So we're going to put the cobblestone street down just at the bottom of this. And if you wanted to cut your DSP a little bit shorter, instead of adding this on top of it, you sure and butt them up next to each other, you could. I just find that this is easier. My cardstock is not exactly straight right there. So y'all just may have to forgive me because we are in a hurry. Okay. So all I did was take, fussy cut this out of the paper. This is from, this page is on the other side. That paper is on the other side. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and glue the inside in. I'll show you what we're doing here. This is from the Kindest Expressions stamp set, and it's number 161415. And then on the front, we're using the Just For You that comes from the Charming Sentiment set, 159985. So those are the stamps we're going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. I did try it with the Calypso Coral and just thought that was too much of that. I wanted a little bit brighter. And with the word sunshine, I would probably use yellow normally, the Daffodil Delight, to go with the front. But I just feel like when you're doing a sentiment, it needs to be kind of in a darker shade. You just can't read it as well if it's a light color like the daffodil. All right. Now we've got our inside. That ribbon is sealed. So we're going to take and seal the rest of this. And I'm going to put a little bit on top of the ribbon too. Just don't overdo here. And then you'll just glue that piece together. Once you've got that layer done, you've got the ribbon in there. And I just kind of leave it loose on the front because the ends are taken care of. And then this is a darling little craft studio. How cute is that? It's got like paints, tubes of paints and brushes and papers and all kinds of crafty things in this little store. And easels up in the windows. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. So we're going to put this here. And then I have taken from the Charming Sentiments. Again, this is from the Sentiment Silhouettes dies. And I'm not sure you can still get this in a bundle. So 158733 is the number for that. And that is the dies that go around the Just For You. So I stamped the Just For You in Granny Apple Green. We'll put that right here. And then I took the die and it just goes right on the edges. So once you see the edges of all the letters, then tape that down to your plate, run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and presto, there you go. We have the Just For You that we're going to do on the front. And also the little die, yikes, that little banner die, I did not bring that set in here, I don't think. I believe it's the Stylish Shapes dies, but I did not bring it in here. So sorry. But I decided it needed a little more pop of color. So we're going to kind of audition our pieces here. I know I want this kind of coming out from the little house up at the top, or shop. It's actually a shop, not a house. So we're barely just going to glue this end together. I think I'm going to do glue dots. I think that'll be the easiest. I'm going to just put one on each point. And we're putting them on the top points here. If you're seeing, it's easier to take the embellishment to the glue dot instead of trying to get it off on your fingers and all that. So that's on the top where you've got your stitching. Now I'm going to lay this kind of where I can maximize it. There we go. Come out from there. And then we're going to pop this up on that banner with the Stampin' Dimensional. And I think it's just the right size for one regular size dimensional. Make sure we're still in screen here. And please make a comment as you come on if you would. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Okay, hope you're having a great day. Just For You is going to be popped up on that banner. Then we're going to take dimensionals and put them on the back of here. Pop the little house up. Shop, not house. Keep saying house. And sorry I don't have the camera all exactly centered and all that, but I made whenever you get a package of the 12 by 12 designer series paper for these shops, if you fussy cut all of the houses out, which means you don't get to use this reverse side on really much of anything, because it uses it all up when you do that, if you're making multiples of each. But you can actually make 6 cards from, or you'll get 6 of the same image. That's what I'll say. So you could make 6 cards like this with this image, and then 6 cards with all the other images that you have of the different shops. So that's kind of fun. But there's a limit, and I do actually have 5 ladies coming tonight at 6 for the class. So in order to have them a sample, I had to go ahead and do my video because I didn't have any extras. So, you know, that's c'est la vie. Okay. I have also fussy cut these little paint tubes. They came out of a paper that has this on one side, and then it has little flowers and the paint tubes, and then books, little stacks of books. And I'm just going to put a couple of dimensionals on each of these. If I can get hold of that Wescally Wabbit. But this is, like I said, it's a fun paper set to play with. Okay, let's see. I had this one in the middle, I think. I had this one at the bottom. I think we're going to kind of go like that. I'm just kind of alternate. Whoops, tried to put a big one on there. It's not big enough. These cute little tubes, about a mini is about all you can do. So I'm doing a couple of them to hopefully kind of straddle that ribbon a little bit. We're going to go down with that little tube and go up with the next one. Just because that's just how I roll. Okay, we're going to kind of do a little bit different angle, not exactly like that other one. Either straight or up. We're going to, whoops, can't go over the fold though. Okay, let's move that a little bit. I should have planned that a little better. There we go. That's cute. So audition your pieces first, peeps, because you want to make sure those don't get caught in that fold like that. Then I'm just going to take this little strip and put that at the bottom. And this, whoops, my glue's a little runny here. I added a little water to get it to come out of there. Probably not a good idea, but that's what I did. Okay, so we have a little matching strip and brought the outside in, and then you could add some embellishments. These are just as cute as they could be. We could add a couple of these little flowers if we want. This is a little bit brighter, and I tried, I mean, they're kind of cute, but those are kind of overwhelming on this card. I think they're going to work on some of them, but in here they're just a bit much. Maybe the white ones might work, but the green is a little different. Yeah, I just think since the focus of this one is arts and crafts, we're not going to use those. But you could add any little embellishment you wanted. But there's your cute little bookbinding fold. And this is from the Lay Shops suite that is in the catalog on page. Let me look. I had it open. Oh, right here. Okay, it is on page 31. And I did not purchase the stamp set and dies yet. I did all of this with fussy cutting just the paper, just to show you that you can do that. So easy peasy. There's your card. There's your bookbinding card. And I will try to do another video in just a minute for another card that I did in this series. So you could, if you have markers in the colors that are on the front, you could use Misty Moonlight. You could use the Granny Apple Green. You could use Calypso Coral, any of those. You could, and the Daffodil Delight, you could actually take your stamp and use markers and put each word in a different color. I think that would be great with the rainbows also. But that's a simple basics, and then you can take it from there. If you wanted to add, there are some little pots of plants and pots of greenery. All of those would be cute if you wanted to add those on here. But there's just the basic idea, because I've got to move on to the next one. I will do another video with another card in just a few minutes. Hope you'll stay tuned in, and please share if you've got, enjoy it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye. Oops, it's not letting me end here. Huh. Are y'all still there? Let's switch that up at least. It will not let me end the broadcast. Maybe I have glue on my hands and I don't know. But thanks for tuning in again, and thanks for commenting and sharing. Appreciate you. Have a great week.